Hello everyone, and welcome back to the RDM English Podcast. Have you ever stopped for a moment and thought about how powerful words really are? Think about it. Every idea, every dream, every connection we build, all of it starts with words. Now imagine when those words are in English, a language spoken across the world, connecting millions of people every single day. English doesn't just help us communicate, it transforms the way we think, feel, and see the world around us. Let's begin with a simple truth: words shape thoughts. The language we use every day creates the world we live in. When you start learning English, you don't just add new words to your vocabulary. You begin to see life from a new perspective. You start noticing how people express emotions, how they describe success, how they talk about time, love, and ambition. For example, imagine Sarah, a young woman who grew up speaking her native language. She was shy, quiet, and unsure of herself. When she began learning English, something interesting happened. She didn't just learn to say, hello, or thank you. She started to read books that opened her mind. She started to watch inspiring talks that changed the way she thought about life. Through English, she discovered a new world, full of opportunities, confidence, and connection. That's the true power of words. They don't just carry meaning, they carry emotion, energy, and purpose. When you learn English, you also learn to express yourself clearly. You learn to say what you mean. You learn to describe your dreams, your goals, and your story. You stop being afraid of being misunderstood, and you start feeling understood. But let's go deeper. How exactly does English change your mindset? First, it teaches you to think globally. English is the language of the internet, of innovation, and of global communication. When you use it daily, you start to think beyond your local boundaries. You begin to see yourself as part of a larger world, not limited by geography or culture. Second, English helps you build confidence. Every time you say a sentence correctly, every time you express your thoughts and someone understands you, you feel a spark inside. That spark grows into confidence. Confidence to speak, confidence to connect, confidence to lead. Third, English makes you more open-minded. You start listening to people from different countries, with different accents, different beliefs, and different experiences. You learn empathy. You begin to see that communication is not about being perfect, it's about being understood. You realize that even if your grammar isn't perfect, your message can still touch hearts. Now let's talk about the emotional side. When you start thinking in English, your inner voice changes. You begin to talk to yourself differently. You replace negative thoughts like, I can't do this, with, I'll try my best. That small shift in words can change your entire day. English becomes not just a language, but a mindset of positivity and growth. Let me share another example. There's a guy named James. He once said, when I started learning English, I felt like I was learning confidence. He meant that English gave him a new way to express his ideas in meetings, interviews, and even casual conversations. He no longer felt invisible. He felt heard. And that's what language does, it gives you a voice. You see, the more you use English, the more you discover who you are. You start writing your thoughts in English. You start journaling your feelings. You begin watching motivational videos and understanding every word. Your brain starts connecting new ideas faster. You begin to think in a rhythm that matches your dreams. Another important thing, English teaches patience. It's not something you master overnight. You make mistakes. You forget words. You struggle to express yourself. But in every mistake, you grow. Every mispronounced word is a step closer to fluency. Every attempt you make adds a layer of confidence. And soon, without realizing it, English becomes part of your identity. Let's take a moment to reflect. Why are you learning English? Is it for your career? For travel? Or maybe to connect with people across the world? Whatever your reason is, remember this. You're not just learning a skill. You're shaping your mindset for success. Because every time you say something in English, you're training your mind to think clearly, confidently, and creatively. Now here's something beautiful. English gives you access to knowledge. Most of the world's great books, discoveries, and ideas are shared in English. When you learn the language, you're opening the door to unlimited learning. You can listen to the world's best thinkers. You can understand their ideas directly, without translation. You can learn faster, think deeper, and dream bigger. English is not just a tool, it's a bridge. It connects people, cultures, and ideas. It connects you to the world. It helps you make friends from different countries. It helps you share your story and learn from others. It makes the world feel smaller and your dreams feel bigger. So, next time you study English, don't think of it as just grammar, tenses, or vocabulary. Think of it as shaping your future. Every new word you learn is a new thought planted in your mind. Every new sentence you speak is a new door opened in your life. And every time you listen, read, or write in English, you're building a stronger, smarter, and more confident version of yourself. Remember, the power of English is not in the language itself, but in the mindset it creates. It teaches you persistence. It teaches you focus. It teaches you courage. And most importantly, it gives you a new way to express the best version of you. So keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in the power of words. Because one day, you'll look back and realize, English didn't just change the way you talk. It changed the way you think, live, and dream.